Yo, what's good? It's Saucy Surge. So, I've been putting a lot of time into Crimson Desert lately, and I started realizing something. There's actually a ton of early game loot secrets, mechanics that no one ever really tells you about, and where to look. You can get things like stronger gear, better movements gear, more survivability, and even a bunch of money before you even leave the starter areas. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get an OP katana early, build a full movement speed armor set, unlock a legendary horse, and yes, we're robbing a bank. If you guys like guides like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps push the video out. And if you found anything crazy early game, drop it down below. I want to see what you guys are finding. Alright, first thing we're staying right here in the starter city, because there's actually multiple pieces of gear here that you can instantly boost your early game performance. Head over to the left side of the city to the place called Bluemont Manor. Go inside, head upstairs, and make your way all the way to the back room. You're going to find your first strongbox puzzle. Now this one is just super simple, just line up the pistons so they sit completely fat. Take your time with it, and once you understand it, it becomes pretty easy. Once you open it, you're getting the finely crafted golden necklace. This gives you critical rate level 1, and early game the extra critical chance makes a noticeable difference in fights. You'll start dropping enemies a little faster. And a quick side note, you're going to see multiple types of puzzles throughout the game. So far I've seen the piston puzzles like the one we just completed, a picture alignment puzzle, and even musical puzzles that play a certain chime that you'll have to repeat. So get used to these early, they'll show up everywhere. Alright, the next stop is actually right outside. Once you leave the manor, head down the path and you'll see a troll next to a wagon. Right near that, there's a doorway. Go ahead and enter. Follow the stairs all the way up, hang a left, and on your right-hand side, there's going to be a puzzle box. Open it up. And this time, you're going to be getting an earring, the Oath of Darkness earring. This gives you a defense boost, which is obviously huge early on, because let's be real, early game, you're squishy as hell. And just like your other gear, you can take this to the blacksmith and refine it later to make it even stronger. Now we're heading to the east side of the city, to Hillside Manor. But listen, do not walk through the front door. The guards will literally body you instantly, like this. Instead, go around to the side, find a window, climb it up, and just slip right inside. Once you're in, the first door on your right, at the back corner, there's going to be a puzzle box. You can open it up and you get Saint's Necklace. This necklace gives you a vitality, stamina boost, so extra survivability. This is huge for sprinting, climbing, and just that stamina boost that you're going to need in the game. At this point, you've already got damage, defense, and stamina, and we're just getting started with the other gear you can get. Now we're headed to the northwest side, to the Lion Crest Manor. This place is absolutely loaded, and this place is huge. So, the same trick as before, obviously don't try to go through the doors because the guards will body you. You're going to climb through a window and avoid the guards completely. Once you make your way up inside, the right hand to your side is your puzzle box. This one has a picture, so just rotate it and figure it out. This one will give you an engraved gold earring. It's not crazy on its own, but when we stack it later on with all the other gear that we're going to get, you're going to feel really, really fast. Now, once you make your way out to the next room, on the bookshelf to the right, there's going to be a book of swords. This will unlock those two-handed weapons that you can use instead of waiting later game and future progression. You can actually use it early on. With that being said, make your way out the double doors across the second floor, and to the left, there's going to be a golden chest, and inside this golden chest is the Rhynod large shield and a Palmer pill. If you guys don't know what a Palmer pill, it revives you at the same spot that you died with 30% HP. Now, once you're done fully upstairs, you're going to make your way downstairs, and to the left, there's going to be an archway, and it's going to be your first door on your right. Make your way in there, there's going to be another gold chest, and inside here, you get the brass warden gloves. What makes these gloves so special is you get a 10% extra gathering wood. So trust me, this matters, especially later game when you want to make a new bow. Alright, with that being said, the first big building is done, and now let's go get the katana, probably the weapon you guys have been waiting for. So right next door is the guest house. What you're going to do is go around and climb through the top left-hand window. You go inside, and to your right, there's going to be a room. Make your way inside that, and it's going to be a weapon room of some sort, swords laying everywhere. Obviously, there's going to be a glowing gold chest. Once you open this, you get a Juando Katana and a refined Palmer pill. Now, if you guys don't know what the refined Palmer pill does, this one revives you, again, at the same spot of your death, but this time with full HP. So, make sure you use them cautiously because they are far and few in between. Let me break this down real quick. This katana is a two-handed weapon and does have high damage, wide sweeping attacks, but the real key here is the stamina siphon level 1. Every hit gives you some stamina back, which is an ability, and obviously it does make a lot of difference. You can swing more, use more abilities, and fight longer without stopping. But let's be real, this is going to help you, especially in the early game, because you don't have as much stamina to use to fight as many enemies, especially when there's a bunch of them surrounding you all the time. And I'm not even kidding you guys, I'm still using this weapon. It's pretty good, and honestly, I'm kind of a katana fanboy, so. Alright, but we're still not done yet. Now I'm going to show you how to get the full Dark Ringleader armor set, and this set is actually insane. Early game if you like speed and mobility. This is what the armor looks like. And the big advantage here, it gives you movement speed bonuses, which once you complete the full set, you're actually going to be flying across the map. Perfect for exploring, looting, and just staying away from enemies in general. So let's start with the first piece, the gloves. You're going to find these at the Cloud Mist Cave, which is located the left of Hernan Highlands, or the right of the Witcher Woods. Now, quick tip, before you go in there, this applies to all pieces of this set. Every single one of these is hidden behind a waterfall. And yes, if you tried walking through one, you probably got launched backwards, and here's how to get through it. If you're on PC, hold shift and right click to perform a stab attack forward. This lets you push through the waterfall instead of getting knocked back. Once you're inside, just make your way through the cave. You'll find a palmer pill along the way and a golden chest at the end. Open the chest and you'll get the Dark Ringleader's leather gloves. That's one piece down, let's go get the others. Alright, next up we're grabbing the helmet for the Dark Ringleader set. This one is located at the Shadowheart Grotto, which is just above the Witch Woods. Or if you're coming from the last location where we grabbed the gloves, just follow the river upstream and it'll lead you straight to it. Now just like before, this one is also hidden behind a waterfall, but this time it's located at the bottom of the waterfall. So make your way down, line yourself up, and use the same method to perform a stab through the waterfall. Once you're inside, again, it's pretty straightforward. Head through, open up the gold chest, and that's where you're going to get the Dark Ringleader helmet. Alright, now let's grab the chest piece for the Dark Ringleader set. If you're going to find this one at the Blade Cavern, if you look at the map near Hernard, it's located right below the A. You can't miss it once you're in the area. And yes, the same pattern here, once again behind a waterfall, push your way through, and once inside, you'll find another palmer pill and a gold chest. Open it up, and here you'll get the Dark Ringleader chest piece. Now this one's actually pretty solid early game. Not only does it give you a movement speed bonus like the rest of the set, but it also comes with a damage reduction, which is huge because you're still squishy just starting out, so you're getting both mobility and survivability in one piece. At this point, you're probably stronger and faster than most players early on, but we still got one more piece to grab. Alright, to finish off the entire Dark Ringleader set, we've got the final piece to grab, and that is going to be the cloak. This one is located at the Echoing Tunnel waterfall, which is below the Witch Woods, down along the lower river area right here, and by now you already know the drill. It's behind a waterfall, so line up, stab, push your way through, and head all the way to the back. Inside you're going to find a gold chest, open it up, and then you'll get the Dark Ringleader cloak. Now, the cloak itself isn't super strong in terms of defense. It's actually pretty light, but that's not really the point of the set. The real value comes from completing the full set bonus you're getting, increased movement speed, and better movability overall, especially when climbing and traversing the adventurous outdoors. And even a bit of ice resistance, which is going to help you when heading up to those colder regions later in the game. And just like that, that's the full Dark Ringleader armor set. Honestly, for a set, you can get this early on and basically for free. It's really solid. You're faster, more mobile, and better equipped to explore, farm, and survive. Alright, let's talk about something that's going to completely change how you move around the map, and that is the legendary horse, Royler. This is a white stallion, and it's insanely fast, and the best part, you can actually get it early on. Now, it is a bit of a journey, and you're going to make your way up north to Payloon, and right below the P on the map, there's going to be a small pond or lake, and that's where you're going to find Royler. But before we go up there, listen to this. Do not waste your time trying to tame it unless your stamina skill is at least a 4, or you're honestly just really good at the minigame. I'm telling you right now, the horse will kick you off if you don't have enough stamina to finish the minigame. So once you're ready, approach Royler, start the tame. It might take a couple of tries, but once you get it, it's 100% worth getting this horse immediately. This horse has around 10 stamina bars, which means you can travel insane distances without ever slowing down. No constant stopping, no stamina issues, just straight movement across the map. And for early game, this is honestly a game changer. If you're exploring, farming, or just trying to move efficiently, you're going to need this horse. So guys, we've talked about how to get a full armor set, a bunch of good gear, and the fastest horse in the game. But we're still not done yet. Let's finish this off with something a little illegal. I'm going to show you exactly how to rob a bank in Crimson Desert. Before you even try this, you're going to need two things. First thing is a mask. You can get one by either defeating bandits, or the easier way, and the way I prefer, is buying one from the Black Alley shop on the east side of the starter village. Second, you're going to need a key. You can also buy this key from the Black Alley shop, or once you have a mask, you can start stealing from cabinets and lockboxes, which sometimes drop a key. Once you've got both, now you're ready. Yes, there are actual banks in this game. You can actually store money, earn interest with gold bars and all that, but honestly, why wait for passive income when you could just steal it? Now, quick warning. Every time you steal, you do lose 5 reputation points, but don't stress it, because you can easily make that back by completing a single mission in that area or that territory. Alright, now here's how to do it. In the starter village, head to the bank location right here. You're going to go inside, and the first thing I like to do is head upstairs. Be careful though, NPCs will be walking around. If you get caught, you'll become wanted, and you'll either have to pay a fine at the church or deal with the consequences. So honestly, just don't get caught. Upstairs, go around the corner to the right, and you'll find a whole bunch of locked boxes. Pick them up, stash them in your inventory, and open them up. These can give you things like copper, silver, and usually around 1 to 5 silver per box. Once you clear the upstairs, you can actually head back downstairs, and when you enter to the bank, look to your left. There is a door. That is the door that you're going to use your key on. Just simply walk through and your key will be consumed. Now, once you get inside here, you're going to find even more lockboxes, larger containers, and even valuables like vases and things like that you can steal and sell for profit. Grab everything you can. Just make sure no guards walk in and don't get caught. And that's it. That's how easy it is to rob a bank in Crimson Desert. Alright, before we move on, I'm going to show you one last thing, and it's this helmet right here. The leather helm of the Fallen Kingdom, or I like to call it the Elk Helmet. Now, this thing is actually crazy, because this is supposed to be a boss drop, and you're meant to fight for it later in the game, but you can actually get it way earlier from a hidden chest. And the reason this thing is so strong, it gives you plus 35 to turning slash damage, which is one of the best abilities in the game. So early on, this is going to boost your damage like crazy and help you a lot without the early game bosses. So, how do we get this? You're going to head over to Hernand on the map, and right below the E, you're going to find a place called the Sanctum Benediction. Make your way all the way up through the castle ruins, just follow the path all the way around, and eventually you'll come across a locked door. Now here's the trick. Right next to it, there is a torch. Light the torch and the door will open up. Head inside, you'll find a golden chest, open it up, and that's where you actually get the Fallen King helmet. And just like that, you've got a boss tier helmet without ever fighting a boss. Alright, so now you guys are officially set up. At this point, you've got an OP katana, a full movement speed armor set, a legendary horse, a boss helmet early on, and you've got a way to even rob banks for easy money. If you followed everything in this video, you're honestly going to be way ahead of most players starting out in Crimson Desert. If this helped you out, make sure to like the video. It really does help push it out. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more guides, tips, and hidden secrets like this. Also, drop a comment down below and let me know, what's the best thing you've done so far in Crimson Desert, or is there anything crazy that I've missed? I'm always checking the comments and trying to help you guys out. And if you want more content like this, I've got a full Crimson Desert playlist coming with guides, secrets, builds, and a full playthrough episodes, so stay tuned for that. It's been Saucy Surge, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, God bless.
Hey, see, I'm back on my bullshit. Came a long way from school, bitch. We them niggas been banging and walking with full clips. Pockets